Hey, welcome back to yet another video on the channel. I'm Dan and/or X2Shoes, and today on the channel we're going to be talking about things that new streamers need to look out for and how to avoid them if they should happen to you. When I first started out streaming, there was so many things happening to me, some of which I didn't even realize were even happening to me, that I really would have liked to have known about before it even happened so that I could prevent it and avoid it. In today's video, we're going to go over some of the things that I had to deal with as a new streamer that I really wish I knew about, and hopefully we can prevent you guys making the same mistakes I did and countless other streamers have made on their streams. But before we get into the video today, I want to sit you all down and I want to tell you all about the wonderful people who have chosen to sponsor today's video, Owned.tv. Are you a silly little streamer who wishes your streamer was awesome? Good, me too. Own.tv provides some of the most amazing, highly produced assets for your stream. Be it transitions, cam borders, overlays, alerts, whatever you might need to make your stream look absolutely top tier along with some of the best streamers in the biz, you gotta check out Owned.tv. There is literally hundreds of different packages and designs to choose from, and they are customizable as well. So if you and one of your crybaby streamer friends gets the same design package, you can change out, swap out bits and pieces to make it look unique and original to you. If you want to check out Owned and learn more, which I don't know why you wouldn't, follow the link in the description below and use code X2Shoes at checkout to save yourself a lovely large discount on your purchase. Now, with all that said and done, it's time to talk about some things that you should watch out for as a new streamer and how to avoid them. Number one, follow botting. I would wager that if you're a streamer and you're watching this, there is a strong chance that you have been follow botted on your stream. Unfortunately, it's just one of these things that happens all the time. It is so unbelievably irritating. It can be so stressful for you when it's happening. You can just see your Streamlabs or your OBS and all these alerts are flying in and you don't know what to do about it. Before I let you guys know how to deal with this, my best advice to you is if this does happen on your stream, remain calm. Do not give a lot of attention to it. Just turn off your alert box for a minute or two and let it run its course. I know it can be very frustrating. Normally this subsides after a little while, but if it doesn't, best thing, as I said, remain calm. You don't want to draw a lot of attention to it. This just eggs on the person that's doing it, and you know, they're getting what they want. Just ignore it and most likely they will stop. Now, if this does happen to you, if you are follow botted, after your stream, check your stream summary and get an idea of roughly how many accounts followed you. Now, once you've got an idea of how many accounts might have followed you, check out the Twitch tools by Commander Root. I'll leave a link to it in the description, but it is such a phenomenal tool. Just go onto Commander Root's website, I'll link it in the description below, and check out the follower remover tool. Now what this does is it actually identifies known bot accounts, and all you have to do is literally connect your Twitch to it, it's completely safe, and hit remove bot accounts. It works like a charm really quickly and just removes all your botted accounts. Now if it's something that's consistently happening to you, I recommend alerting Twitch about it. It just, you know, goes in your favor, but definitely if it does happen, you can't just remain neutral on this, you have to remove the followers. Twitch have gotten very good themselves recently at doing this themselves, but I would just not take any chances. Remove the bot accounts. It won't remove any of your actual followers. Just make sure you only have the bot account section clicked and remove them and get rid of them, and then back to normal. Restreaming or streaming at two places at once. Now, there's two schools of thought on this, but this is something that's come up a lot in our weekly live streams. For those of you that don't know, we stream here on YouTube every Monday. Rest of the time it's on Twitch, but on YouTube we do weekly live streams every week here. We answer your streamer questions. So if you haven't been to one of them, check them out on Mondays. But this question comes up so often in those streams and where people ask, you know, should they be streaming to more than one platform at once? Now there's two schools of thought on this, right? The theory behind this or the logic behind this is sound, but the execution is so flawed. Yes, you are essentially getting more reach by streaming to say YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch all at the one time. You're reaching a lot of people, but you cannot deal with all of that at once. It is not a feasible way to stream. Now, if you are a Twitch affiliate or if you're about to be a Twitch affiliate, it's actually against the TOS to stream on two platforms simultaneously. You can stream on two platforms as a Twitch affiliate, just not at the same time. So if you are an affiliate and you're doing this, you're in violation of your agreement, I suggest you stop. But if you're not yet, what you're essentially doing, and this is the analogy I'm giving, right? Let's say you've got two rivers either side of you and you got two fishing rods and you cast both fishing rods at the same time into both rivers. Now, you're only using one hand on each one. So you might get a fish with one hand, right? Chances are you'll probably get nothing. You can't operate a fishing rod with one hand. Would it not make a lot more sense to focus on one river with all the fish and cast your fishing rod in and operate it correctly and reel in the fish The fish are the viewers in this scenario. With one hand correctly. I think it's so much more beneficial to give appropriate time and effort to one singular platform as opposed to, you know, throwing your nets into all these random different platforms at once. I would avoid it. That's my personal opinion on the matter. I think you'll see a lot more benefit if you just, like, you know, manage to get one platform going as opposed to loads at the same time. Viewbotting is a very common problem on Twitch as well. I myself suffered from this for a long time and did not know about it, and it was so awful. I had someone in my community viewbot me for a long time, but like not with that many accounts, like very steadily over time, a little bit more viewers, a little bit more viewers, a little bit more viewers. To me, it looked like natural progression, but it was actually bots. Now, how do you identify this? If you go on your stream one day and you have 1,000 viewers and you only have like 2 or 3 people in chat, you're most likely being viewbotted, okay? Check your stream numbers versus your chat. Obviously, that's a very easy way to tell. Also, another great way to be able to tell if you're being viewbotted is if you go to raid somebody and let's say it says you have 100 viewers and only 20 people join your raid, chances are you're being viewbotted. Look, it did happen to me. I didn't know about it. A lot of the time, this can be an overzealous person in your community that's trying to actually help, but really they're doing more damage. Best thing you can do here is if you suspect you are being viewbotted is contact Twitch as soon as possible. Let them know about it. Let them know it's not you. The only reason I found out that I was being viewbotted was during my partner application. They let me know about it and they said, look, we know it's not you. We suspected someone in your community. You have to address it. So I would say if you have a suspicion, ask your mods to consistently check your chat list, right? Who's in there? How many viewers versus actual named accounts, right? And get them to maybe check, get some screenshots going, and then once you're pretty much sure, alert Twitch about it, let them know, and that way you're not going to drive yourself crazy. Be aware of like affiliate deals and affiliate partnerships with brands. A lot of big brands out there and even new smaller ones will have affiliate programs on their websites for, let's say, peripherals or equipment or supplements or anything like that that, you know, gamers buy into. Be careful signing up to these things. A lot of the time you're shilling a product to your community that you have not used and your community will not appreciate that. At the start of your streaming journey, your focus should be growing your community and growing your stream, not signing up to sell things to your audience. You know, it's not a good look for you. Your community won't appreciate it. You don't want to do that. It just doesn't look great. If I was a casual Twitch viewer looking for a new stream to watch and I went into a streamer and they had a 10% off code for whatever big brand, I'm not just going to use their code. You know, it's a lot different down the line when you have when you've established yourself a little bit more and you can, you know, you have a lot more people in your chat asking you what peripherals you use or what mic you use or what lights or cameras, whatever, and you might have a code for those things. But don't from the very get-go sign up to all these things. A lot of the requirements are really crazy as well. You might have to have their logo on your stream. You might have to tweet about it regularly. You might have to put it in your Twitter bio. And I know that like you guys maybe think that that looks really professional and looks really cool, but just because you have like a Razer logo on your stream doesn't mean that everyone thinks you're sponsored by Razer and you're this really, really big deal straight away. You know, just be careful with who you choose to align yourself with. That stuff becomes easier to do down the line and easier to identify. And my advice is just wait until it's something that you genuinely believe in and something that you genuinely want to support. And maybe your chat will want to support you with that as well. To continue on with this theme of brands and sponsors and stuff, if you are approached by a sponsor or a brand, be very careful signing a long-term agreement or deal with them. A lot of the time brands reach out to people that they have identified as growing very quickly, and what they'll try to do is lock you into a brand deal for maybe a year or a long time. What they're doing there is they're getting you at an affordable price early on that in a year's time, if you continue on your current trajectory and you're 3 times, if not 10 times bigger than you are, they've locked you in at a specific price for that time. Now, I know that's not going to be applicable to everybody, but it's something to look out for, especially if you're a streamer or content creator that's seeing a very fast rise on your platform. Don't sign long-term deals. It's not that great. If you are a new streamer or a smaller streamer, a lot of the time people will ask you for mod privileges. Be very careful who you give mod to. When I first started streaming, I didn't understand Twitch that well, and I was giving mod to everybody. Somebody would subscribe to me and I'd make them a mod. You know what I mean? I did not understand. Be so careful who you give mod to. It's not a thing that your chat should have to feel they can just earn. You know what I mean? By like gifting subs or sending bits. Like, no, you should give mod privileges to people you actually trust. So many times on Twitch, people will be super into a creator for a span of a couple of weeks or a couple of months, and they might find someone else then and they'll go off. You don't want your mod list to be just crazy full of random people. It's also not great as well when you go in a smaller stream and you look at their chat and every single person who's watching is a mod. Have 1 or 2 mods at the very start that you can just rely on, that are there for you, that are consistent watchers of the chat. If you're only starting out, have one of your real life friends who maybe understands Twitch and understands modding and all that kind of thing. That is super beneficial, right? Having someone that you have a direct line of communication to that you can just ask to do things or set up things with makes it easy. But don't just give it to people who ask for it. They just won't know what to do, right? They won't know what you want because they don't know you as a person. Now, in saying that, I have mods that are fantastic and incredible, and I can't thank them enough for what they do, who are just long-term members of my community. People I've gotten to know over the last couple of months that I trust with what I do. You can find people, but just be careful. Don't just give it straight away. Let them build the trust, the connection. Hear me now. Everyone, hear me now, okay? Listen. Be careful of follow for follow communities, Discord communities, and these support communities that you see around the internet, be them Reddit threads, Facebook pages, Twitter lists, whatever. Avoid that stuff at all costs. It does not work for you. It's a quick, stupid way to get affiliate. Follow for follow is just dumb. It makes no sense. It's also a violation of the Twitch TOS. If you're caught doing it, there will be action taken against your account. Don't do it, right? What a follow for follow page will do. Listen, now this is the honest truth. What you will do is get a couple of followers into your stream and boost you up to whatever. What you have to understand is that followers mean fucking nothing on Twitch. They literally mean nothing. There's people who have a third of my follower account with 3 times my viewership. There's people with 10 times my follower account with a quarter of my viewership. It means nothing. What you will do there is you'll artificially inflate your follower count, and none of those people will come and watch you. The only reason they followed you is because they want the same in return. It is a stupid cycle that is just throwing people around, following other people, and it does not matter. No matter how much these communities advertise themselves as, we support small streamers, we support this people, and like we've grown our community and we help each other grow. No, you might get someone in your chat who might lurk for a few days. You might get 1 or 2 members who are like blown away by this and really want to try and network with you so that you'll do the same for them. That might happen. Most of the time it won't. You'll just artificially inflate your follower count and you won't have anything to show for it. Earn your followers, earn your viewers. It is a much more gratifying way and a actual working way to grow your channel, not by these stupid communities. In saying all this, I do know that there is like a number of Discord communities for streamers and, you know, groups on Facebook or whatever social media that are actually decent and full of good people, but they're not follow for follow page or these like support groups. They're just like a place for streamers to hang out and chat to each other. A lot of the time in their rules, it will say like you can't even self-promote there and stuff like that. So just watch out for them. If you do want to join one of these communities, make sure it's an actual viable, fun idea for you and not just something you're doing to try and get more viewers. I am so guilty of this. Avoid blowing your Twitch paycheck or your work's paycheck on crap you do not need. When I first started streaming, I literally made it my mission. I was like, I have to get a stream deck. I need a stream deck. Did I need a stream deck? Absolutely not, but I wanted one. I was using broken headphones for the first like 3 months of my stream, but I got it in my head that if I want to be a streamer, I need a stream deck or I need these lights. You do not. Don't get me wrong. I'm so thankful I have a stream deck now. It's very, very handy for me and I've gotten a lot of use out of it and will continue hopefully for years to come. But what I'm saying is look at what you need on your stream. Reinvesting in your stream is a very smart thing to do. If that's what you want to do and that's how you see, you know, your future going and you want to make a genuine stab at it, absolutely. Reinvesting what you earn back into the business essentially is a very smart thing to do. If you are planning to reinvest your money, make a list of wants and needs, right? When you have all your needs, then you can move on to the wants section, right? It's the smart way of doing it. You'll thank yourself for it. My glasses are being cleaned. This seems like a fantastic opportunity to insert Dan's silly clip of the day. Silly clip. Engage. I just did not get lucky with the balls. I just got pounded by balls from the very time I just got into it, you know? What a fantastic silly clip. You can see more on twitch.tv/x2shoes 4 days a week. Back to the video. Be careful promoting yourself. Marketing yourself and promoting yourself are very important things in your stream, but make sure you're doing it correctly. I know a lot of you understand now that the correct ways to like self-promote and the bad ways to self-promote. What I want to ask you guys is make sure you actually aren't self-promoting the wrong ways. So many people on Twitch will try and get around the whole self-promoting thing by like, you know, being very obviously self-aware. So a lot of the time people will come into your chat and they'll be like, hey, like don't want to self-promote, but I gotta go stream right now, so catch you later. That's just self-promoting. You're just trying to tell other people in the chat, backhanded way, that you're going to stream in the hopes that some people will say, wonder what that person's streaming. But they won't. It's very rare that that will ever happen, if it ever does. When you're mentioning your own stream in someone else's Twitch chat, that's no problem. A lot of the time, that's completely fine. But just be careful how you're mentioning it. A lot of the time, if I'm in my friend's Twitch chat, they obviously know I'm a streamer. And if I am actually about to go stream and I want to say bye, a lot of the times I'll just be like, hey, I gotta run. Or I'll say, hey, I gotta go do my thing now. And they know what I'm talking about, but the chat necessarily aren't saying, that person's a streamer. Realistically, no one really gives a shit if you're about to go and stream. They're there watching the streamer that they like to watch. It's very rare that some random person in a Twitch chat will pull them away. It's absolutely fine to like talk about your stream in a very neutral way a lot of the time, but I'm just saying be careful how you are talking about it. If self-promotion is actually in your mind, then you're doing it wrong. Be careful when you're reaching out to other streamers or content creators for advice or questions or whatever. I think that's a fantastic thing to do. A lot of the time, I'm quite happy to answer questions that people have for me, be it in comment sections or on Twitter or wherever. But what I'm saying is be very careful with how you do it. I was very guilty of this when I first started out on the internet as well. I was very guilty of like reaching out to people and forgetting at times that they're people too. You know, like it can be hard to see someone that you like look up to. Like I know I had problems with this. It's hard to see them as just like a normal person as well, because you're like, whoa, they're awesome. If you are reaching out to people, ask them how they are first. Say hi, introduce yourself if you've never spoken to them before. Say hi, how's your day? Ask them, be polite, and you are way more likely to get an answer back from that person. People DM me on Twitter a lot, and if they don't say hi or hello, how are you? How's your day, Dan? I'll just won't write back to them because I'm like, hey, I'm a person too. But that's what I'm saying. If you're reaching out to other people, I was so guilty of this as well. A bit of politeness can go a long way. But everybody, that's gonna about do it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something. If there's anything that you did when you were a new streamer that you learned was wrong in the future, please let me know about it in the comments again. And if you enjoyed the video today, please leave a like on it. Lets me know that you enjoy these types of videos. We've got a lot of different content coming in the future, all still stream related stuff, but a little bit more than me just sitting here at this table. Please do subscribe if you had fun. We're coming up on 6,000 subs. It will be awesome to get there soon. And you can catch me live on Twitch 4 days a week at twitch.tv/x2shoes. There's also other links in the description below if you want to support me in other ways. Check it out there. And a big thank you to all my patrons this month. Here's their names. I don't know if they're on this side of the screen or this side of the screen. The editor can decide. Maybe they're flying around in places. Maybe they're just rolling down my hands. Maybe they're like shooting in my ears and out the other ear. I don't know. Let's see what they decide to do with it. And a big thanks to all the channel members as well on the channel. Here's their names. Very cool, everyone. I'll see you next week for another video. Have amazing weeks on your streams or your content creation journey. You guys are killing it. If you're not having a great week this week, don't worry. Take some time. All right, peace out. Bye. Oh, look. There's a light here now. Cool. Subscribe to me on YouTube.